I'm Sonia and I help people take their power back. And I am on here going live this morning to give you guys an update about my book that I'm writing and ask for your opinion slash your help with it because I had an epiphany the other day and was like, oh, yeah, maybe I should ask people what their thoughts on that is. So at the moment, the book is just about finished being written. It's I'm in like final editing stages and cleaning it up. Hi. So the book should be done fairly soon. And the question that I have for you guys, because it hit me, I know that I have a lot of international people who follow me who may be interested in the book, and I know that if I publish it on Amazon, that I believe if you are out of the US, you can get the Kindle version of it. But I believe getting a hard copy, the shipping is, like, ridiculous to ship that kind of shit from Amazon. So, my question to you guys, and I'm gonna put this in the community as a poll to kinda get your guys' opinions on it. Would you rather me publish this book through Amazon, where it would be on Kindle and you could get a hard copy of the book, or would you rather me just put it together as a PDF? Those were kind of my thoughts. I was like, I wonder what people would think of that. So let me know what you guys prefer. So Kindle would be great. All right, there you go. Amazon. All right. Yeah, shipping would be insane. Kindle is good. Okay, cool. That's where I'm like, I don't know if people are okay with Kindle or if they would prefer it to be a PDF. And if people don't really care to have a hard copy of the book, then I guess I don't even have to deal with publishing it through Amazon. So again, I have people that I can ask this to now, so I was like, why not ask them? So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that, and let me know if you have any questions. I have some time to hang out this morning, so Kindle is more comfortable to read. I was thinking that too. You could put the PDF on Ko-Fi. That's exactly what I was thinking. So I'm like, maybe I'll do both. I don't know. Amazon? Okay. Keep both channels. Yeah. I was thinking that too. So I just, see, you guys making that super easy for me. Hi, everyone. Yeah, but the book is almost done. So, I'm kind of going into happy to help. Laugh out loud. Well, I'm glad you guys are happy to help. It's kind of weird being like, "Oh, I have people that I could just ask that to, and I know they'll answer, and it's super fun." So happy it's done. Me too. Me too. It's it went so fast, and part of that is because I had written kind of the skeleton of it. I don't even remember when. I was kind of telling this in the last live. It was right around when I got on YouTube, I think. I don't even remember when I did this, but I was like thinking I wanted to start a blog, so I started writing what I thought would be blog posts about different topics um pertaining to manifesting. And then at one point I started putting it together as a book, and then I just dropped it and completely forgot about it until November when I wanted a bunch of video ideas for TikTok. Because if you didn't follow me on TikTok, pretty much all of my videos on TikTok were me answering questions. And it got to be Thanksgiving here in the States, so the middle of November, and I was like, I really don't want to be recording videos the week of Thanksgiving. So I need videos and I don't have any comments to answer. So what the fuck am I going to make videos about? Or do I just not make videos? And this is where I use my, manifesting skills of no, I have the video ideas. I have plenty of video ideas. I was posting 5 times a day, 7 days a week. I needed 35 videos. And I'm sitting here going, what the fuck am I gonna post? 35 videos is so many videos, and I have no comments to respond to. Like, what am I gonna do? And I just said, no, I have the video ideas. I have the video ideas. I have the video ideas. And it hit me. You have that book thing, whatever the fuck you were working on. It has a bunch of ideas. Why don't you go through it and just do kind of like a manifesting 101? And then you'll have at least some video ideas. And I was like, okay. So I go and I start looking through it. And I shit you not, just by going through that, it gave me 37 video ideas. And that is where Manifesting 101 here on YouTube came from, as well as the basis of the book that I'm writing. So I hadn't really thought about doing anything with it until recently. It's like, write that book, finish that book, publish that book. And I'm like, what? And finally got up the nerve to go read a little bit of it and was like, yeah, no, I could definitely, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I just thought that I want to read a new book. It's been a while. Well, there you go. So yeah, I took what I had, and it's been a week. It was a week ago today. So today's Thursday. Last Thursday is when I picked it up and read it. Started reading it, and now it's almost done. So it's crazy when you have your mindset in the right place, what's fucking possible. And when you're open to shit unfolding. Again, this came after I'm like, yeah, no more one-on-one coaching. Yeah, no more coaching at all, basically. I had to go on a little adventure to get to that decision, but I got there, and now here we are with this. So anyone have anything they want to talk about this morning? Do I have anything else I want to talk about? Can you share how you named the book? I didn't have a name for the book until this morning. I just kept telling myself, the name will show up, 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 the name will show up. Because I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna name this thing. Like, what do I name it? And I'm literally downstairs doing the dishes, and my brain's just kind of like, you know, whatever. And it just hit me like a bolt of fucking lightning. Take your power back, a new way to look at manifestation. That's the title of the book. And I'm like, yeah, that fits perfectly. Maybe stop bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining. Yeah, that could be it too. That'll be the next one. Or get your shit together, laugh out loud. Yeah, that works too. That works too. It works too. Yeah, that's the title I have at the moment, and it just hit me as I'm doing nothing related to anything. But I'm telling you, that is how my brain works now. Whenever I start thinking about shit, what the hell am I going to name this book? What the hell, how the hell am I going to publish this book? How the, you know, what would I write for a book? Or what would I film for videos? Or I want to get rid of these grooming tables. Like anything that comes up in my life, I automatically catch myself and start going, yeah, no, it'll work itself out. The answers are, I have a book title. It'll show, I don't have to figure it out. It'll show up. And it fucking works every single time. I did not believe that this shit worked when I first found it. I was so fucking skeptical. I was like, yeah, fucking right. And I feel like that's part of why I had to go on such a journey to figure it out, because I was so not open to it, but yet a part of me knew, no, there's something to this and you need to understand and you need to figure it the fuck out. And I'm really glad that I stuck with it and figured it out. And your brain does change. I mean, and it's not that I never have doubtful thoughts or anxious thoughts or think against shit. It's just I catch myself and move the fuck on. Thank God we don't have to believe it for it to work. Yeah. Right? I think for me, that was such a huge shift, was I don't have to believe this. I'm not going to believe this. I just have to choose to tell myself this. I have to choose to tell myself that I will have a title for the book. I'll figure it out. Instead of losing my shit and trying to figure it out and watching, how do you name a book videos and reading blogs and, okay, well, this person says that you should not title it this way and that person. If I have a book that I have published, obviously it has a fucking title. So I can just focus on the book is published and that's it. Mission is accomplished, girlfriend. It always tends to be, even when I doubt that it'll fucking happen. Things always work out. Things always work out. It's crazy. Hey, love your channel. How can you get your SP back when they seem happy and committed with a 3P? Is it even possible, or is it the right thing to do? Any help appreciated? This is all you. This is all your thinking. You're the one who's thinking that it's probably wrong. You're the one that doesn't think it's possible if you're fucking asking me that question. Is it possible? If you think it is, whatever you tell yourself is true is true. You're the one who thinks they seem happy with their SP. There's no chance that they're not happy with their SP. Whatever you want to be true is true. You are telling yourself they're happy together, so they are. It's probably wrong for me to want them, so it is. This is your reality. What do you want to be true? Why not offer both? I was thinking that too. And I think I might do that, and then that also solves that problem. But see, my brain was getting stuck at something, and then I had the idea of, well, why don't you just go ask people? You have people you can ask, go ask them. And then now I have my answer, and I can offer it multiple ways, and then everybody can have access to my book. But yeah. Whenever people come to me with is it even possible? It's like, if I believe it's possible, it's not relevant to anything. Do you believe it's possible? Because if you don't believe it's possible, then it's not possible for you. Yes, you can offer both. It's a win-win. See, there you go. Making my life easier. Then I will do both. I will do both. I'll be honest, it's been in my head for a little bit about writing a book, but I was so attached to the idea of needing to be a coach that didn't it just didn't. Until I dropped that, and then it's like, "Well, why don't you try writing a book?" And that was, like, terrifying to me. Like, "What do you mean I'm gonna write a book?" And it's like, why not? Why not? Your answer is always clear. Love it. Oh, thank you, MJ. I try to make it clear and easy and to the point, and I'm gonna be honest, there's some questions people come at me with that I really don't have an answer for. The one that has been coming up over and over lately. I don't know why this is where everyone's at right now, but people keep coming at me with I cannot control my thoughts. I just can't do it. So how do I get my mindset better if I can't do that? And I'm like, I have no answers for you. I don't If you cannot do the one thing that you need to do in order to change you, I can't help you. And I don't have an answer for you. I don't believe in time anymore. Manifestation is instant and time is an illusion. I agree. And I don't like to use the term manifesting anymore. Yeah, I don't either. I just use it on here because it's what people know it as. I like what you were saying last time, Yura, that it's choosing. It truly is choosing. The more I had to stop thinking of myself as or thinking of things I want as things that I am manifesting. Cuz to me that was a very um it was very in the future, right? Like, oh, this is something that I'm manifesting and will eventually have. Not understanding that by doing that and having that mindset, I'm the one pushing out having it because I can have it right now. Sunny, are you doing the manifestation show today? I am. I am. Carrie and I will be on Patreon. At least I think Carrie will be on. I will be on today over on Patreon. I need to. Oh, speaking of, I need to put the link in there for Patreon because I don't think about it until like right before we're doing it, but I will get that up there for that. You are cool, calm, collective, and straightforward. That's why I like you. Oh, thank you, Gypsy Diva. I truly just come on here and say the shit I wish that somebody would have just said to me. And the when is now and the how is not your fucking job, thank God. Yeah. It was so hard for me to let go of the fucking how. It was so, that was, but now I do feel that way. Thank God I don't have to figure out how. That's not my problem. I just have to choose. I just have to choose and the rest will work itself out. And the more I can keep myself busy and distracted and not worrying about shit, because worrying is a choice. You're choosing that there is something to worry about in the first place. I didn't understand that either. If I want to know that time is an illusion, can I tell myself that I already know that? Yeah. Time is an illusion. All that exists is right now. Right now. You can have what you want right now. Your imagination is your true reality. What you're telling yourself right now is true. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Time only exists in the mind. I look at it this way. I'm like, time is something that human beings came up with so that we could communicate with each other. It'd be really hard to make plans to do anything, ever, except for right now, if we didn't have time as a way to communicate. So Carrie and I do the Untitled Manifestation Show, the Patreon Live on Thursday mornings at 11 a.m. Central Standard or Central Daylight Time here in the US. If I could not tell you that, we wouldn't be able to like meet at that time. The mind is linear, time is not. Yep, you are thinking that things happen in a progressive way, but when you are manifesting, you are choosing what you are experiencing right now. People join the manifesting show today. It's fun. It is so much fun, Liz. It is so much fun, and I'm so grateful that you are in there with us and that you're on here telling other people to join. It's super fun. I think another thing that tripped me up really hard with the concept of time and waiting for manifestations and that kind of shit was having my happiness and my peace of mind and my security and all that shit dependent on getting my manifestations. I can be happy when I get my manifestation. I can trust it when I have my manifestation. And that's not how this works. And you can choose to be happy right now. You can be happy without the thing that you want that you think will make you happy. Because the more I've done this and the more I've gotten shit, the more I realize, oh, I've gotten plenty of shit that I thought was going to make me happy that it was like a temporary happiness. True happiness is a choice that you choose every moment, regardless of what's happening around you. I can be happy even though I have no idea how shit is going to work out and things seem like they're all going to shit right now. I can still be happy. I don't believe in divine timing. I don't either. I have it right now. If I have it right now, then there's nothing to look for or wait for or question or doubt or it's done. It's mine. Wow, right now it is. Have you manifested anything cool recently? I manifested the title for my book out of nowhere. I manifested writing a book that I wasn't expecting to write. I even manifested that most of it was already written for me. I manifested getting rid of my grooming tables that have been sitting in my garage for fucking ever that I've wanted to get rid of, and now somebody wants them, and I'm so excited about that. And I know that was a change in my mindset, because that my mindset was those fucking tables, I'm never gonna get rid of them. And now I'm like, no, they're gone, and then they went away. I also have manifested being, what is it, 4 months? I have 4 months of content filmed and ready to go for YouTube. And I have, I think, enough enough video ideas that I could probably film for the rest of the year. And by the end of the month, have all of 2024 videos filmed and ready to go. All from just having the mindset of I have plenty of content. I always know what to film. That's sick. It's fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts. My biggest fear when I was debating if I should get on YouTube, which was, it was about this time last year, because I started June 1st. It was like the beginning of May when I was starting to decide, no, I'm going to get on YouTube. My biggest fear was I'm not going to have enough content. What the fuck am I going to post? And then yeah, I have plenty of content. Oh wow, I was wondering last night if you had a book title yet. Cool. Yep, I have a book title. It came this morning as I was washing the dishes, emptying the dishwasher. Oh, I think that's what the title is. That makes sense. I used to be the most logical, the most 3D obsessed, the most anxious, the most worried, the least trusting person you would ever fucking meet. If I can get to this point where I trust myself and I trust in manifesting and I have gotten my brain to so much more easily and naturally focus on having what I want, anybody can fucking do this. We need to remind ourselves that we are powerful. We go from the human mode to the God mode. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that for me was another big one of just reminding myself I have a choice right now. Whatever I'm going to accept as true is going to be proven to me to be true. So is this where I want to put my focus? No? Okay, well then I'm going to think something different. I'm going to choose to think of things and be in a place of this, not thinking this shit. And it was hard in the beginning. It was so hard and it was so fucking uncomfortable and it was so wrong. I talk about all the time when I first realized I can just tell myself I'm perfect and then I don't have to say all these fucking affirmations and try to change all these things about me. I could just be different and be perfect right now. It was so fucking uncomfortable. It was so wrong. I remember thinking, I cannot tell myself this because it's wrong and it's not true. And it's like, okay, but why is it okay to tell myself all this horrible shit? And it's not okay to tell myself good shit. And that was how I realized you just lie to yourself. And then understanding it more and having more experience with it, you realize you're not lying to yourself, you are choosing, you are making a choice. I can think about this literally however I want. Infinite possibilities. How do I want to be thinking about it? How do I want to think about it right now? I can have those thoughts right now, regardless of what is happening outside of me. It doesn't matter. I am perfection is my favorite. I agree. If you can have anything you want, why don't you want to be perfect? How is coaching going? I no longer am coaching at all. I don't coach. I am no longer a coach. Do I think I'll go back to coaching? Probably not. Probably not, but you never know. Never say never, but I'm sorry to hear it. I'm not sorry. I'm trusting myself. I'm trusting what's right for me is right for other people, and coaching was just not. It was not the thing. It was not the thing. This is better than coaching. Yeah, I love that. You don't need to coach, you're coaching through your video content. See, that was my thing. So I see it with people in my video who watch my videos too, but the thing that I see with other coaches, the thing that happened with me and my coach was the whole like putting the coach on the pedestal. making me this like unattainable. Sonia has all the answers, and I just have to be able to talk to her to get the answers. And it's like, I tell you everything in my videos. I'm not hiding anything from you. If it doesn't click through what I'm sharing in my videos, there is not a damn thing I'm going to be able to tell you that's going to get it to click for you. I'm not hiding anything. That's just not, it's just not. And I'm all for coming up with ways to help people learn to trust themselves, but my whole thing from the beginning is to take your power back, realizing that you have all of the answers and you know what you need to do. Something about coaching it just wasn't, and it feels better. It does feel better. What I'm doing right now feels so much better. Coaching can be draining. Listen, I think part of me had the, I'm still on my journey. I was still on my journey when I started doing this. I've said it many times. My early YouTube videos were for me. They helped me more than probably anybody else, but I just had it in my head like, oh, if you're going to do this, then you'll be a coach kind of thing. Like, I just had it in my mind that that's where I wanted to go and where I was going, and that it was just kind of like, that's just what you do if you're talking about this kind of shit. And I have spent the last at least probably 9 months trying to just come up with a schedule that feels good to offer coaching. And I cannot for the life of me come up with one. And I'm like, why am I trying to fit coaching into my life when I don't want to be doing it? Okay. It brought me right back to my dog grooming days. I don't know. I don't want to groom, but I don't know what I would do otherwise. So I'm going to keep grooming. And it's like, yeah, that didn't work out well. That was a fucking nightmare. And it did not end well. So why are you doing that now? And I didn't really have an answer other than I don't know what else I would be doing, and I'm scared to just take that leap of faith. And it's like, okay, but I know by taking that leap of faith, that's where the magic happens. Thank you for sharing everything. You're welcome. I don't know how to hide things. Like, I'm not going to sit here and come up with a way to, like, put shit behind a fucking paywall. Whatever you tell yourself is true is true. That's it. Like, that's it. This is why we love you, Sonia. Instead of learning, we want to remember who we are. This is our power, not to give our power away to no one outside of us. Exactly. Exactly. And I get I get it that people want to learn and they don't understand, and they're coming at this and wanting to learn it from the way they've learned everything else. And it's like, this isn't like everything else. This is the anti everything else. It's going against everything you learned growing up and what you believe right now, and doing shit completely differently. And I've kind of had the thought, if people are, interested in it, of taking the book after I publish it and turning it into like a course where people can have the video versions of the same thing, or doing it like an audiobook, because I know not everyone learns from reading. That's not like the best way for people to learn. I don't know if that will ever become a thing. We'll see what happens, but I was not open to writing a book because I was so fucking stuck on coaching. I have to be coaching. Coaching has to be part of my life. And it's like, no, it fucking doesn't. No, it fucking doesn't. Will the book be available online? At the moment, it looks like I'm probably going to be publishing it on Amazon, so it'll be available through Amazon. It'll be available on Kindle, and I'm probably going to also put the PDF on my Ko-Fi, if you want to just get the PDF version of it. It is pretty much written and it's going into final editing mode, and then I have to figure out how to publish it. This is the same information. Yeah, it's all the same fucking information. All of it. It's just if you want it to be in a more organized way, I can put that together. The book is like coaching. Exactly. 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 I found very early I didn't enjoy working with the people who are still trying to understand what I'm teaching. It's like I said, if you are not understanding what I'm teaching from my videos, there's nothing I'm going to say talking to you one-on-one that's going to get it to click for you. I'm saying everything. And then everyone else was just like, they fucking got it. They just didn't trust themselves enough to think that they got it. And it's like, you guys need to start trusting yourselves. And I know that that's fucking hard and that's fucking scary. And, you know, I'm open if that's what people need from me, is to just help be there to be like, no, you know what to fucking do. I will, you know, follow my inspiration and see what you guys keep coming at me with, because that's where my inspiration has come from. That's where my my video ideas have come from. That's where all of it's come from, is from talking with you guys, doing lives, going through comments. That's what has sparked all of it. Literally. But I just really do not want anybody becoming reliant on me, thinking that somehow having me available to them is what makes them able to manifest. I don't think that's beneficial for anybody. And I don't want to do that. Like I said, early on, I help people take their power back. And I've been saying that in my videos for a long time. For a long time. I finally got movement with SP, and your videos helped a lot with it. Yay! Look at you. You two are so happy together. Everything's perfect. That's awesome. I'm so glad I got to be a part of your journey. To learn a new perspective. That's why I'm here. I know all I can do is speak from my experience. In my experience, when I was able to take my power back, was understanding that I needed to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That no one person had the fucking answers for me. They found the answers for them, so I need to kind of go shopping and be like, okay, this person said this and that feels really good and I like that, and then that person said that and I really don't like that and that doesn't work for me, so I'm gonna just let that the fuck go. Do you talk about revision in the book? A little bit. I talk about that the past isn't real, but I don't revise a lot. My brain doesn't work that way, you guys. Like, you guys always come to me with revision and it's like, I don't remember I'm revising. Like, I don't think I could ever truly revise anything, because I think about it and then 10 seconds later I forget that revision. Like, I don't even, for me, it's better to be present and just choose how I'm going to think about things. If memories come up in the moment, I'll just be like, that's a bad dream, it wasn't real. It's a relief to let go of the law of attraction stuff. Oh, fuck yeah. It is. I did revision once, that's it. Yeah, I did it. I talked about it once on, I did do one thing that I kind of got to revise. It feels like a lot of work to me. Like, it feels like a fuck ton of work. To sit there and change the past feels like a lot of work. That doesn't mean that that's true for everyone or that that's right for everyone or whatever. It's just your fucking reality. Take your goddamn power back and do what works for you. The past is only real because you're telling yourself that it is. Where I gained the most power about learning about revision, and I do talk about this in the book, is just understanding that the past isn't real. I can think whatever I want to right fucking now. Once you're in the right mindset, you don't need revision. I agree. And I had been on this journey for a long time, right? Even though it was like law of attraction and a whole kinds of shit, but I had made peace with my past for the most part. And now it's like things that come up, it's like, well, you could revise it. And I'm like, that just feels like work though. Okay, so if you're not going to revise it, are you going to keep beating yourself up about it? No, that's fucking dumb. Okay, so I need to change the thought process about it when it comes up, just like anything else, which is technically revision, but I don't sit there and like, I have to get this thing to change in my past or my life is fucking shit and nothing will ever be good. I don't have that mentality. I prefer one and done. I don't like to keep myself stuck in revision. Yeah. I like to take care of my shit in the present moment. That is what is easiest for me. Right now, am I thinking thoughts that I want to keep thinking? Yes or no? Okay, then either keep thinking them or don't think them. If I can't think of what I want to be thinking and just quickly and easily, isn't it wonderful everything's perfect? That is my go-to when shit happens or whatever. Isn't it wonderful everything's perfect? Isn't it wonderful everything's perfect? Isn't it wonderful everything's perfect? If you want to learn, receive coaching from the Untitled Manifestation Show to have honest discussion with Sonia and Carrie, who are fabulous coaches, manifestors. Another shameless plug, laugh out loud. I love you, Liz. You're fucking awesome. That's pretty much the only quote unquote coaching I'm doing. And we just pretty much go hang out over there. We get together, like I said. It's 12 p.m. Eastern. I think we're in daylight time now here in the US. It is fun and I love talking about this stuff. I just don't want the oh, Sonia is the coach and Sonia has all the answers and I have to go to her in order to, make sure I'm doing this right. You are doing this right. Tell yourself you're doing it right. Self-concept, new identity is like revision. I agree. Uh, yeah, when I changed the way I viewed myself, the way I viewed the past changed pretty drastically without me having to do a whole lot with that. I think the other part that doesn't really have to do with revision, but it's just choice. It's just the whole idea of, manifesting, quote unquote, of the past doesn't matter. I can have what I want regardless of everything else. Okay, who cares that that happened in the past? It's not going to keep me from getting what I want now. Yeah, that used to be true for me, but it isn't anymore. And the more my identity has truly changed, that kind of shit doesn't even come up anymore. That's not who I am. That's not how I function in the world anymore. The doubt of, am I going to be able to manifest this and is this possible for me? Like, that shit's not, it's not there like it used to be. Does it pop up sometimes? Yeah, but it's like, eh. I literally will just tell myself that was stupid. That's stupid. Why would you think that? Yeah, sometimes thoughts pop in my brain and they're just dumb. I don't I'm not going to keep thinking a thought that's stupid. We can We can completely remove something from our awareness till we become a version of ourselves that never had that experience. Mm-hmm. Yep. I've never been that way. I've never been that way. Or now, I've talked about so much how I used to be really shy and not confident and all this kind of shit. And I remember being that version of myself, but I can't imagine becoming her ever again. Like, it's like a past life. Like, I remember it, but it's not real anymore. I love revision. It's pure power to me. See? And some people absolutely love revision, and it's all about finding what works for you. None of us are more right than the other person. I feel my self concept has shifted in a sense that I can't contemplate why my SP has rejected me, but yet he still has. If I know I need to affirm he's in love with I know if I know I need to affirm he's in love with me, I just need you to yell at me. Well, if you know what's wrong, then the only reason that there's something wrong is because you refuse to fix it. So you're not paying attention to everything you're telling yourself about yourself, relationships, and this person. You're choosing to focus on how, even though you've done all this work, it still doesn't work and it's manifesting perfectly. Revision, memory, thought, who I think I am, it's all the same. Yep, it is. That was the other huge realization I came to is I think I got you who I think I am. No, you're good. Um that was the other big thing that I remember coming across Neville's like I remember when technique, if you want to call it that, and being like, "Oh, I just have to think of everything and put I remember when in front of it and then it'll change." Coming from that technique place. That also came from my law of attraction days of you have to think of everything in the past tense and all that kind of bullshit. And what I realized is all of the techniques are there to help you think in a new way. It's not about perfectly using them. It's about understanding that you can think any thought right fucking now and word it however the fuck you want to right fucking now. My SP is so fucking in love with me. I'm the best thing that ever happened to them. I am the most amazing version of myself. Someone asked me if I'm going to talk about manifesting multiple things at once in my book, and I'm like, I don't even function like that anymore. Like that is not really what this book is about. This book is about how I view manifesting, which is in the present moment. Right now, what am I thinking? Am I thinking shitty thoughts about my SP? Then they need to go. Am I thinking shitty thoughts about myself? Well, then they need to go. Am I thinking that this will never happen? Well, then that needs to go because I'm not going to settle for that bullshit. It sounds like a lot of work, laugh out loud. It does sound like a lot of work, and it sounded impossible to me when I first started on this journey. I'm just going to control my thoughts all the time, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm present. I pay attention. And when I catch myself following breadcrumbs or going down rabbit holes that it's like I do not want to fucking be here, I bring myself back. Nope, that's stupid. That's not true. This is what's true. And the more I do it, the more comfortable I am in my affirmations. Affirmations is our thoughts. We're not reading a book, laugh out loud. I'm affirming like I'm thinking, talking. Exactly. Start paying attention to what it's like in your head right now. Stop trying to manifest. Stop trying to change anything. Just be aware. Just be aware. What is it like in my head right now? What kind of shit am I thinking about? How am I thinking? Do I think in pictures? Do I think in words? What is it like in my own fucking head? This is a journey about you learning about you, so start learning about you. You can't change your thoughts, you have to change your mindset. Your thoughts are your mindset. If I think I'm so fucking ugly and stupid, I could never get a job, those are thoughts. And if I go, yeah, that's stupid and dumb and not true, I am amazing, I'm the perfect person for this job, and I make more money than anybody in this position could ever make, guess what has to be proven to be true? Because it's my thoughts. Your mindset is accumulation of your fucking thoughts. That's not true. That is not fucking true. You control your fucking thoughts. State of mind, thoughts, feelings, assumptions is what manifests. Exactly. What is happening in your head is thoughts. If you choose to accept whatever your brain throws at you is fucking true, guess what will always be fucking true in your world? That bullshit. Always. I'm fucking sick and tired of people coming and making shit complicated. If it happens in your head, it is a fucking thought. You can accept it or you can fucking reject it. And if you don't agree with me, get the fuck off of my channel, because I don't agree with you, and I'm not here for you to make me change my perspective because I'm speaking from my perspective. If you don't like my perspective and you think I'm wrong, go the fuck away and go teach people your perspective. You clearly don't understand how shit works, and I'm not gonna fucking argue with you about it. But your mindset is composed of what you tell yourself, which is your fucking thoughts. And people that are going to come on here and try to confuse my audience on my own channel are going to get their ass fucking blocked. Sonia, thank you for always shooting us straight. You're welcome. You're welcome. I had to make this simple for myself. Things that happen in my head are all thoughts. I can think it and accept it as true, or I can change it. You have all the fucking power. This is why you are God. You are the operant power. You're the only one with an opinion. Your brain always thinks. Who gives a fuck what it just throws at you? Unless you decide to accept it as true. Then who's doing that? You are. And who's creating your own misery? You. Because you're choosing to accept bullshit that pops in your head as true. Don't do that. That is what this is all about. Mantras can help block the negative thoughts. Yep. I look at robotic affirmations as kind of like mantras. Just coming back to it. You're coming back to something different. Do people in your personal life ever come to you for manifesting advice? Yeah, I do have people who come to me for manifesting advice. I do. I've been the person that people came to for manifesting advice before I even understood that that's what they were coming to me for. So, yeah. Yep. Wasn't expecting to have a rant this morning, but that fucking pisses me off when people are like, it's not your thoughts. Yes, it is. It's your mindset. Your mindset is your thoughts. What the fuck is your mindset other than your thoughts? Please stop spreading misinformation on the internet because you are hurting people. You are fucking hurting people. I try to come on here and make this as fucking simple as humanly possible. If I am not the person for you to understand this shit from, cool, go find that person. All I can do is speak from my perspective, and you are not going to come on my channel and tell me that I'm wrong, because I know I'm not wrong. I may not be the right person for you to learn from, but I am not wrong in what I am saying. Please take your fucking power back and take what resonates and leave what doesn't, until you are at the point where you trust yourself enough to trust you. You are fucking screwed. You are never going to get manifestation to work for you the way that you want it to, because you refuse to learn about you and trust yourself. You have been taught to give your power away from you, that you couldn't possibly have the answers, that someone outside of you, there's an expert that has a, the perfect formula to get shit to work for you. How's that been working for you on your manifestation journey? Because I'll tell you, from my perspective, I followed all kinds of people and all kinds of coaches and all kinds of advice. And while some things worked and some things didn't, and I learned a lot from those people until I started using it in a way that worked for me and telling myself that I knew what the fuck I was doing, guess what? I did not get the results that I'm having now because I wasn't trusting me and doing what was right for me. You're not me. Maybe it doesn't work as well for you to just be present and choose your thoughts in the moment. That's the only way it has ever worked for me. So I'm not going to come on here and tell you that you can do a bunch of bullshit other than doing that and tell you that it's going to work, because that never worked for me. I remind myself that creation is finished. We are choosing. We are not manifesting. It's done now. We have it now. The how is not our job. The how is only 3D circumstances. That is so well put, Yura. That's exactly what it is. Creation is finished. I am choosing how I am going to view shit. The rest of it doesn't matter and is not my fucking problem, because things are the way I want them to be right now. And I have to be proven right. And it fucking works every fucking time. And when it doesn't work the way I want it to, if I take a step back and I'm honest with myself, it's like, yeah, because my brain was not in the place that it needed to be, and I let myself bitch, whine, moan, and complain way too much. I chose worry and victim state over God state. It never fucking fails. Never fails. The problem is always me and what I choose to accept as true and think. Every fucking time. Do you ever manifest things you didn't know you needed? Today, my mom decided to buy me a big hiking bag, which is super handy. Saw a meme that a woman forgot she had Alzheimer's, and the Alzheimer's went away, and it inspires me daily. If I ever manifested something I didn't know I needed, I didn't know I needed to write a book. So I'm at the point now where I don't focus on a lot of specific shit anymore. I am functioning from Isn't It Wonderful, Everything's Perfect. When I decided to quit coaching altogether, that's where I put my focus. I am going to blindly have faith and jump blindly into the unknown with Isn't It Wonderful, Everything's Perfect. And within a few weeks or I don't even know how long it was from when I'm done coaching to I'm writing a book, it wasn't long. It was not long at all. From when I decided I'm a YouTuber, I'm going to be on YouTube, to actually making videos, it was longer than it would have been, but I went on a trip. I went out of town, so I wasn't able to start, it was like a couple weeks from, no, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, and the end. I am God, I am perfection. Yep, I receive what I want and better. Yep. I also affirm all my needs are always met. So if there's something that I'm not aware of that I need, it'll show the fuck up. How do you know that you're on the right alignment with your manifestation? Do you get any signs, or does it just unexpectedly happen? You tell yourself you're on the right track, you tell yourself you're doing it right, and you tell yourself that you have what you want right now. You stop looking for signs if it's happening. You stop wondering when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen, because it's done and I have it right now. So money. I want $500. I need $500. I need it by the end of the week. I have $500. No, but I have $500. I have $500. I have $500. Nope, I have that money. It's in my bank account. I could go spend it right now. I have the money. It's there. I have it. I always get what I want. I have the money. It's all what you're telling yourself right now. If you're like, oh, I'm waiting for my $500, then you're always going to be waiting, because you're not focused on having it. You're not believing that you'll ever get it, in my experience, if you're thinking that kind of shit. I don't look for fucking signs. I don't give a fuck how many signs I see. If I see something and go, oh, it's probably a sign that it's working, I affirm I got my money. I got my $500. Look at me, I'm so fucking powerful. I always get what I want when I want it. It's all mindset. It's all what you're telling yourself is true. It's your thoughts. Are your thoughts in alignment, quote unquote, with what you want, or are you bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining? Because whatever you predominantly come back to is going to be what manifests. Your brain's always going to think. It's going to throw shit at you. And if you keep accepting it as true and go, yeah, that's right, I'll never get that money, guess what's going to be proven to you to be true? Making it a perfect manifestation. Everything's a manifestation. Everything is what you tell yourself it is. What's possible for you is what you tell yourself is possible. It's all you. There's nothing outside of you grading to know that, be like, oh, maybe they're, I gotta go ask Santa Claus if I'm doing it right. Am I being naughty or am I being nice? You're the one making that decision. And until you're ready to take that power and have that responsibility for yourself, this is a journey about you learning about you. If you don't want to learn about you, then I would abandon trying to figure out how to change me, because that's what manifesting is. Changing you, changing your perspective, changing your entire view of the situation to see it in a way that is beneficial to you right now, because we live in an eternal now where what you are telling yourself and accepting is true in your head is your experience and will be proven to you to be true. With fucking everything. People, things, situations, all of it. It's all what you tell yourself it is. It always has been and it always will be. That right there is a lot of law of attraction shit that just needs to go. You have it right now. Things are the way you want them to be right now. Jackson. When I was 12, I was obsessively talking to everyone in my life about wanting roller skates, and I told my dad, and he bought them for me for Christmas. Crazy how much we've manifested unconsciously. Yep. Everything is what you tell yourself that is. Everything is a choice, manifestation. No way, you're live again. I'm live again, at least for a little bit. At least for a little bit, because I'm going to have to get off of here so that I can go hang out with Carrie over on our Patreon that we do our live on Thursday mornings. What are your thoughts about I don't want anything because I'm already everything? I mean, from my experience, I'm at the point where I don't really want shit anymore. I just want to be happy. And I know that focusing on being happy and telling myself everything's perfect and everything's wonderful and I'm happy and doing things right now that make me happy will lead me to other shit that will continue that to be true in my life. I am fulfillment. There you go. Is there anything surprising you found about becoming a YouTuber you didn't anticipate? I was actually thinking about this. This is kind of why I came on here, was to ask people how they would like me to publish / distribute my upcoming book. I did not understand the you're international when you're on YouTube. Like you are international on YouTube. When I was coaching, I would say about half of my clients were out of the country, and that was like fucking wild to me. I was like, holy shit, I'm like international. It didn't really I didn't understand that at all. Like that was not, it was just I'll post things and people will watch them, not really understanding what that meant. The other thing that kind of surprised me is, like I've said, how easy it has been for me to make content. How easy it was for me to make content, and that what I truly ended up leaning completely into was talking about manifesting. I knew I wanted to talk about manifesting, but I when I first started my channel, I was still using tarot a lot. I really like using my tarot cards. I use them to communicate with my spirit guides, and I was doing tarot readings and stuff on here when I first started. And honestly, I'm really surprised that that isn't as much a part of my life as it used to be, and that I don't really have any desire to do readings on here. I heard from a law of attraction coach that our vibration is higher when we don't have thoughts. What the fuck? Your vibration is higher when you don't have thoughts. That's fucking insanity. People are nuts. I don't. Let me guess. That's also coming from somebody who teaches that like 5D and whatever is going to be like the rapture. You've heard those people that are like, "Oh, well, once we ascend into 5D." I'm like, "Sweetheart, you're talking about the fucking rapture." Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Consider going into the publishing industry, so hearing you talk about books makes me happy. Oh, yay! YouTuber I watched years ago said, I don't do affirmations because I don't think. I was like, okay, I'm done watching Laugh Out Loud. I mean, I've heard that there are people who don't have an inner monologue. I've heard that that is a thing. I can't understand or fathom what that's like, and that's why I tell people, start paying attention to what's happening in your own head. If you truly don't have an inner monologue and you do not think in words, then what I'm saying is probably not really going to resonate with you, because that's mostly what I think in. My head is words. The way I talk on here, or I would have a conversation with you, is how I think in my head all day fucking long. It is all words. It is very rare that I get pictures, and if it's very, very rare that they're like vivid pictures. I have learned more of what visualizing is for me through doing that, is, paying attention to what's happening in my head. But whatever you tell yourself is true is true. Whatever you're accepting, however you are thinking, that is your experience. You're putting the meaning to it. Yes, 5D, laugh out loud. Those people, I just, Oh, can you guys let me know if I'm frozen? Because I just got a phone call and it made my phone freeze. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. So I'll start going through questions. Let me know if you guys cannot, or if there's, you can see and hear me. Okay, I'm like, it just like froze and I don't know what the hell happened. Forgot to put my phone on do not disturb. My vibration is higher when I'm thinking about having what I want. It makes me happy. I agree. I absolutely agree. I have no idea what the 5D is. Yeah. I understand 3D, 4D. Past that, you fucking lost me, and it doesn't feel like it's relevant to me. And I don't believe that I'm going to be fucking raptured into, I don't believe that shit. Imagination is the only reality. Yep. And I believe that all of us, our imagination is different. How you think is unique to you. Like I keep saying, learn what works for you. Pay attention to you. That is where I learn the most. Oh my God, I do mostly think in words. Like, I had never been aware of that. And then once I understood that, it's like, oh, yeah, all I say to myself is how nothing good ever happens to me, and like I am incapable of anything, and my life fucking sucks, and I'm so miserable. And it's like, oh, shocker that that's my experience. It's all about awareness, presence, awareness, and choice. Truly, all that exists is right now. Be present. Be aware of what's happening right now and make a choice. That's it. Are you doing any coaching? I am not coaching anymore. The only coaching that I kind of do, and it's not even really coaching, is the Patreon with Carrie, where we go live on Google Meets um, on Thursdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the US. It's just a new cult, if you ask me. I absolutely agree. Yeah, it is. It is. Which is more beneficial, affirming in the mind or affirming out loud? Affirming is just thinking. So do you think every thought that you think out loud all day long? I don't. For me, I affirm in my head. I change my perspective in my head all day long because I don't allow myself to think shitty thoughts anymore. If I catch myself thinking shitty thoughts, I label them as stupid, like they are, and tell myself something different. Is setting a manifestation and let it go as you go about your day a good way to manifest? Set it and forget it. I have never manifested a single thing that I have set and forget because I've never actually been able to forget about it. My brain obsessively thinks about shit, and if my brain goes, I go, okay, I'm getting this. I'm writing my book. I'm going to write a book. And then the rest of my life, I tell myself how impossible it is and how that would never happen and how I'm too stupid to write a book and I'm not a good writer and no one would want to read it and I don't have any ideas and this is so hard. I didn't let it go, and what my experience is going to be is what I'm telling myself that it is. I'm affirming in my head. Yep, me too. Family member of mine went to hypnotherapy, which I love. Basically, affirmations helped her get over her fear of flying. I've heard a lot of good things about hypnosis. I've done a little bit of hypnosis things, not like with somebody, but classes that have involved of hypnosis, and it's pretty cool. Letting go of reasoning and logic helps me a lot. You're letting go of your old bullshit. You're letting go of the doubts and the fears and the worries and the questioning if this is possible or if that's possible, or you have it now. Literally. Letting go means letting go from resistance, fears, anxieties about the manifestation. Yep. Resistance is just the thoughts that you're having that are telling you that you couldn't have it and that you don't have it. You have it right now. What you want is a fact in your life right fucking now. And when you think about how it's not, you're going to remind yourself that it is. You're going to lie to yourself. Be delusional. This is what people are talking about when they're like, be delusional. I really don't fucking like that term. But you're going to be like, okay, that $500 example. I don't have $500. I need $500. I want $500. So I have $500. It's done. I have it. Manifesting is not logical. It is not. And the more you want to hold on to your fucking logic, have you ever manifested an SP? Yeah, I've manifested people. I know it's the same thing for all manifestations, but just wondering if you felt like if it was a different process. All manifestation is exactly the same. The more that you feel that it's a different process, it's going to be, and you're going to be looking for answers that are right in front of your face because you are on a wild goose chase trying to get your SP when your only job is to tell yourself that you're with them right now. Literally. Just like everything else. Everything is exactly the same. Whatever you tell yourself is true right now. The more you come back to telling yourself that what you want is true right now, you're going to be proven right. You have to be proven right. And it is your entire mindset that manifests. You have to be aware of what you're telling yourself and accepting is true. Manifesting is more about trusting the unseen and the universe. It's all an orchestration. Yeah. Trusting the unseen, trusting the unknown, trusting that it is going to fucking work out. It really fucking is. And that was a hard one for me. But yeah, the universe is you. You're the one choosing, and that everything else is going to move itself around you to prove you fucking right. You're not looking for validation for anything outside of you. You're giving it to yourself. It's all you. True, it's hard to see it that way though. Then if it doesn't work for you to see it that way, then don't see it that way. See it however way works for you as long as it's working for you. If it's not working for you, that's when you have a fucking problem. If you come up with your own mythology of how it fucking works, as long as you understand that that's why it works is because that's how you view it and how you believe it works, you're fucking golden. I completely knew that and agree. I think I've been waiting without realizing. Yep. The universe is inside of you. The inner world is more real than the outer world. Yep. I just needed you to tell me directly. That just totally helped me. Haha. And that's why I don't want to coach, is because I need you guys to understand that you have the answer. The more that you are reliant on other people to give you an answer is how you end up in a fucking cult. I will tell you from experience. You want to give your power away because you don't trust that you could possibly have the right answer and know what the fuck you're doing. What did you learn was key when you started manifesting successfully? That it is my fucking thoughts and what I tell myself is true right now. I want this, it's mine. No, it's mine. It's mine right now. It's mine. This is the fact of my life, regardless of everything else. This is what is true. I have the relationship, I have the money, I have the house, I have the car. That bill is paid. Those people treat me the way I want to be treated. Whatever the fuck I want to be true is true right fucking now in my thought process. The way I view the world is my experience right now. Maximum effort in the 4D, minimum in the 3D. Exactly. Meaning inside your head, you put in all the effort of making things the way you want them to be. The 3D will conform because it has no choice to. The when is now and the how is... The when is now and the how is now. Yep, pretty much. Because we have it now. Yeah. You're not... This is what Abdullah was teaching Neville Goddard. You are in Barbados. If you are in Barbados, you aren't worried about how you got there. When Neville came to him being like, I want to go to Barbados, you're there. But how will I get there? You're there. So what are you bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining about? You're there. You are in Barbados. Before I knew about manifesting, my mom had an accident and went in an ambulance. I was curled up under my blankets and telling myself she was fine, and will live to be 100 because I said so. I did so many shit like that with people having things happen. And like my dad had a liver transplant. That was a whole fucking shit show. If you ask him, he will tell you I was convinced I was gonna die. And the whole fucking time before I knew about manifesting, that never crossed my mind. My dad's healthy, he's fine. Why? I have no fucking idea, but that was my mindset. Is it possible to alter reality overnight in a way we want it to be? What you want is true right fucking now. The more you're focused on how it isn't changing or that it can't happen in the time frame you want, you're choosing that experience for yourself. It is true right this fucking minute. That's all you have the power over, is it is true right now. The more you're going to question it, the more you're going to doubt if it's possible, the more you're doing all of that, that's your choice that you are making. It's all about choice. Whatever you believe is possible for you and you can do it. It doesn't matter what I believe is possible. This is your reality. Take your fucking power back and start paying attention to what you feel about things. When I make my own rules so I can hear my affirmations with the Parrot app during the day and it works. Only hear and not say them out loud because I decided. Thank you. That shit doesn't work for me. I'm just gonna be fucking honest. Subliminals don't fucking work for me, but that's my fucking belief system. And it's a pain in the ass for me to listen to subliminals all day long. I don't like doing that shit. Take your power back and figure out what works for you. For me, thinking is what works all day because I'm thinking. Even if I'm listening to fucking subliminals, I'm still thinking. And if I'm just thinking shitty thoughts and I'm listening to other things, I truly, from my experience, my shitty thoughts that I just keep going to are going to be the things that fucking manifest. That's been my experience. You are dropping fire nuggets. What I decide is true right now. It is true right now. Sonia, do you still listen to other LOA teachers, coaches? I do find myself listening to certain people. I don't, not like I used to. I just, anymore, it's like a comfort, it's like comfort food. I just have people that I like to listen to. Manifested a babysitting job despite my previous boss listed on my resume not liking me. The hiring person ran into a coworker from an old work who hyped me up to her. I was like, holy shit, nice, awesome, of course. You'll always get amazing jobs. Doesn't matter what other people think of you. Excuse me. Thank you so much. You are just like an older sister to me. When I am stuck at something, I watch your videos and it helps me a lot. Oh, like I say, I'm just so grateful that other people can benefit from all the bullshit I went through to get where I am now. It's made all of the shit worth it, honestly. Thank you so much for this live, Sonia. Can't wait to read your book. I am so excited about the book. It will be done soon, and I will keep you guys posted when that is coming out. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it as a PDF and publish it on Amazon. And like I said, I'll keep you guys posted as that goes. But right now, I have got to get off of here because I got to deal with my puppy dogs and get ready for the Patreon call here in a little bit. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will see you soon. Love and light.